I spent over $100,000 out of my own pocket in Canada opening my first business at the age of 22 years old. No debt, no loan, no money from my parents, no money from nobody, just straight out of my pocket. Hey guys, my name is Angel. I am a Filipino living in Canada. Technically, I am a Canadian citizen, but basically I am Filipino. I've just been living in Canada for a little bit to get my Canadian citizenship. But other than that, let's talk about how a young Filipino was able to open his first business in Canada without having to borrow money from anybody, no loan, no debt, just funding my first business out of my personal income in Canada. Let's talk about it. But before that, let me just, show you a little bit of my life. I'm currently here on my workstation. I have my MacBook Pro here. I got some anime playing. By the way, guys, Windbreaker. If you like high school fist fight type of vibe of an anime, here you go, Windbreaker. I'm putting you guys on. Keyboard from Amazon. I got the Apple touchpad, I think it's called. iPhone 14 Pro. I got my water. I got some batteries and some memory cards. I got my speaker there from Amazon as well. I got my Amex card. Yep, you can use that if you want. It's not gonna work. I have two, and this one's the old one. I have my monitor here. This is from Amazon as well. I think it's from MSI. I have a 2 terabyte MacBook Pro. I think M4. I believe this is a 2024. I got my lighting there. I got my phone stand. I got some extra stuff here going on. This is actually an adjustable table, guys. Let me just show you real quick. So I'll make it go up. There you go. That is basically my setup for editing videos, doing paychecks, doing paperwork, emails, all that stuff. I do it all here. I got some notes there. I got my girlfriend's message for me. Happy birthday, hubby. I love you so much. Love, wifey. Love that. Got my speakers. I got my lens. This is actually my walking pad. This is for when I want to be productive and be productive at the same time. I can put my walking pad there and walk while doing work. So basically, that's just my setup. Now, let's talk about how did I open my first business spending over $100,000 out of my own pocket without borrowing money from the government, from the bank, from private lenders, from my parents, from friends, just straight out of my pocket. How did I do that? And why did I even spend $100,000 to open my first business? That's quite a lot. I mean, it's one of those decisions that I had to make in the moment because I wanted to open up a business, and here we are. And to start, what even is my business? If you guys don't know, I have a barbershop. I call it the AD Cuts Barbershop. AD Cuts Barbershop because that was my first Instagram name that I used. It was AD Cuts, and I just added barbershop on it. So AD Cuts Barbershop. And by the way, you can also call me AD. A lot of people just call me AD because AD Cuts. Good day in my mind, safe to take a step out. Get some air now, let your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. And by the way, guys, before we continue the vlog, I got my friend here, Brennan.
Brenzino.
He's currently fixing his watch with my tools. Came over to get some help. It's currently 2:07 a.m. I was planning on finishing this video in one day, but things got busy. I got home and I had to take a shower, eat dinner, all that stuff, and 2:07 a.m. now. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'll wake up at around 7 or 8 a.m. on Saturdays because I work at 9 a.m. every Saturday. So I'm just gonna make time when I can finish this video. For now, we're gonna have to go to sleep because it's 2:08 a.m. I'm gonna have to sleep for maybe 4 or 5 hours. But don't worry, I'll continue this video. I'll give you as much information on how I opened my first business as a young person or as a 22-year-old without any debt, without any money from the government, from the banks, or from my parents, or from my friends, or anybody, just solely from my personal income. I'm about to go to sleep, so good night. By the way, this is how my bed looks like when I go to sleep. Let me just share it to you real quick. I got my MacBook there just so that I can play something in the background while I'm sleeping. I got my phone, I got my earphones, I got my AirPods, I got a notebook and a pen. So when I have thoughts or ideas that I want to write down. And very unusual, not a lot of people would have this, but my girlfriend is there. She's currently working. She works from home, but we make sure that since we are far away from each other at the moment, that we are constantly on a call or on a FaceTime to make sure that we're okay and we're keeping each other accompanied. So pretty. Look at her. I'll see you in the morning. So we're still at the shop. Got Neil, Cleo in the back. There you go. And you got Miguel. What up, Miguel?
What's up, what's up?
Ready to do your 50 push-ups?
I'll do one set
The boys are just leaving, and let me show you where I spent my $100,000 on. Let me turn this on real quick. So this is my barbershop. This is my first business. I don't know why it's a little bit green, guys, the color of the video. Since it's a little bit green with the lights being too bright in here, let me just turn it off so it's not too bright so you guys can see me better. Let me just turn on these ones. So this is the barbershop that I spent $100,000 on. So this is the barbershop that I spent over $100,000 on for my first business. Let me give you a quick breakdown on why it cost me that much. So for the lights, they are the brightest lights that you could ever find in the market. Let me give you a quick sample or an idea. Like it goes really bright. Like the streets are getting lit up because of my lights. Now, that cost me a little under $5,000, I believe. Just the lights, that's not with the labor. My barber chairs cost me a little over $500. By the way, these are the things that I remember. It's not too much of an in-depth video, so I'm not gonna be too specific with the numbers, but it's a little over $500. So we have 7 chairs. I have the 8th chair in the basement because we don't need it yet. So that's 500 times 8. And for the Husky stations, I believe it cost me a little under $400 or a little over $400. So that's 400 times 8. The mirrors, $150 to $200 each. For the flooring itself, it cost me maybe at around $3,000 to $5,000 just for the flooring. That's not with labor. With the ceiling, it cost me around over $5,000 to $7,000 because we had to lower it. The inspector came in and the city came in and they said we had to lower it. The labor for everything with paint, demolition, drywalls, paint, that probably cost me around over $10,000. With the HVAC, with the AC units, with labor and the unit itself, it cost me around $12,000 to $15,000. So the labor for the lights and electricity or electrical work cost me at around over $20K, a little under $30K from what I remember. For my plumbing guy, it cost me at around $3,000. Paperwork, licensing and all that stuff, it cost me probably at around $1,500 to $2,000 from what I know, guys. So that's how much. With the rent, definitely cost me over $100,000. One quick lesson that I think a lot of you can take from this is, yes, you can borrow money, but how quick do you want to make profit? And second, one thing that I live by my whole life has been not to borrow money. That's why I made sure that I was capable opening my own business first. And at the end of the day, to each their own. And that's just how I wanted to do it. No right or wrong way to do it. That's just what I believe was right for me. It's almost 12 a.m. I don't know if you guys can see. Shout out to my girl for giving me this watch. Thank you. I love you. But I'm going to a public stairs to do my workout. And that's where I'm going to continue this video and talk about how was I able to save that much money or spend that much money on my first business without having to borrow money from anyone, the bank or the government, family members, nobody. Again, solely just from my personal income. So come with me. We are here. This is where we're gonna be working out for the night. There you go. Alright, y'all, this is now our workout location. We're gonna be running this. I think this is total of like almost 300 to 400 steps, I believe. I usually do 6 times up and downs. I go up, I go down, and then that's 1. I go up, I go down, that's 2. I usually do that, so yeah, let's see. How did I really even have that much money to invest in a business that I don't know if it was gonna work? How did I really have that much funding? This is number 1. I saved every single dollar. Believe it or not, lost a lot of friends, missed out on a lot of experiences, missed out on a lot of tasty food, yummy drinks, because since I was young, guys, I saved every single dollar that I made. I barely took the bus. I did not go out with friends. And even if I did, or when I did not really spend money. And one thing that I can tell you is real friends they would understand if you can't come to certain events or you can't come to certain invitations that they have with you because you are out here focusing on saving up your money. You are out here focusing on putting your money somewhere else. I did not eat where they ate. I did not play the video games they played. I did not go to the vacation they went to. I did not drink the drink that they drank, because for me, every single dollar matters. Number 2, it's not that there's a right or wrong way to live your life, but when you have goals, it becomes right or wrong when what you're doing is not conducive or not getting you closer to where you want to be. So if you want to be fit, your food should be what? Healthy. If you want to be rich and wealthy, you have to learn, save, invest, and prioritize. So for me, I just made sure that everything that I did and everything that I do is getting me closer to where I want to be and who I want to become. That simple. Prioritize. You reap what you sow. So basically, number 2 means sacrifice. You have to sacrifice and prioritize.
Number 3.
Perfect. Thank you. Number 3, like my girl's nieces said, it's just unrelentlessly repeating what you did the first couple times. Just repeating it. Repetition and patience is key. What was the first 2? You have to save every single dollar. You have to sacrifice and prioritize, number 2. And just doing it over and over and over and over again. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. Over and over again. Simple, first of all, doesn't mean easy. Simple. But it's as simple as saving every single dollar, sacrificing, and prioritizing. And again, repetition. Just do it all over again and again and again and again. All right, let's continue this workout.
Shaking ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the brunch of the whole world. Yeah. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like Leslie. Hit the dance floor, get nasty. Impress me, baby girl. Let me see you do your dance.
That whole journey to getting to the point where I can spend over $100,000 to open my first business location, it took a long time and it took a lot. But if I'm gonna summarize it into 3 things, again, it's simple, but it's not easy. But it's as simple as save every single dollar you make, stop eating outside, stop drinking outside, stop partying, stop clubbing, stop having any vices, stop smoking weed, stop all these things, video games, any vices. I did not smoke, I did not go to party, I did not drink, I did not even play video games, in fact. So number 1, save every single dollar you make. Number 2 is sacrifice and prioritize. If you want to have fun a little bit, you want to rest a little bit, you have to sacrifice those days and you got to put in the work. You might even need to sacrifice some friends, family members, people that are not there to get you closer to where you want to be and who you want to become. And so number 2, prioritize and sacrifice. I'm not saying that this is just the 3 of them, but for now, if I'm gonna summarize it, number 3, just repeat those 2. Keep repeating those 2, because a habit that's good for you and that's gonna get you closer to where you want to be and who you want to become will sooner or later get you to where you want to be and again, who you want to become. So let's finish this workout. Or once you get to where you want to be, you can also help people do the same thing. All right, time to wrap up this workout. I got church in like 7 hours. So I gotta go home, take a shower, go to sleep, and go to church and work. Let's go. Can't leave the camera.